You know, the number one thing that gets in people's way when they're trying to make more money inside their business, especially when you are new to entrepreneurship in your first couple of years, also when you're looking to up level your business and shift from one income bracket to the next income bracket. Well, it is the belief that making money should be incredibly hard. And if you're truly honest with yourself, and this is something I had to be honest with myself about, is that making money for yourself on your own is so much more harder than you ever imagined and you'd ever expected it would be. And whilst you know, hand on heart, that you really don't want to go back into employment, even though maybe you scroll through some of the job adverts, maybe you've sent off a few CVs and actually gone for the odd interview, you know that that is not the way you want to make money. You want to make money for yourself doing what you love, but you really don't want it to feel this hard forever. Now, instead of treading water and frantically kicking your arms and legs under the surface of the water, you want to feel like you're just smoothly floating across the water of the pond. Because you want that sense of stability around money to come back for you, for your life, for your family. And that's why today we're going to jump into the 5 strategies that you can earn more money whilst doing less. Because I truly believe that you don't have to work harder than you need to inside your business. Now, if you haven't met me before, my name is Laura Cook and I am a money mentor. And I work with female entrepreneurs who love doing meaningful work out there in the world, but often struggle with this money piece of entrepreneurship. And I'm also the creator of the 90 Days to Money Clarity program. So today we're going to dive into 5 practical strategies that are going to help you to earn more whilst doing less. So the first one is prioritizing money-making activities inside your business. So there are going to be so many things you are doing inside your business, and it can feel quite crazy. You're just nonstop, and it can feel really frantic. So what I'd highly recommend you do is you either write down everything, every task you do, you review your calendar, your diary, all of your to-do lists for an entire week, so for an entire 7-day period. And I highly recommend you include the weekend because it'll be surprising how much you're also doing on a weekend. And work through each and every activity that you've written down and identify, does it directly lead you to making more money? Does it directly lead you to bringing more clients in the door? And does it relate to you delivering an exceptional service to the existing clients you have? Now, if it falls into one of those 3 categories, then mark it a particular color because they are the things you want to absolutely 100% prioritize. And then take a look at everything else and look at what do you really need to do? And are there any things on your to-do list that you keep doing repeatedly that frankly you could just tick off and nobody would ever notice, and it's having no direct impact on making money inside your business or moving your business forward? And I 100% give you permission to delete those things. Save yourself the time, the energy, and the stress. And having done that, I'd highly then recommend you take those revenue generating activities and plug them into your calendar first, each and every week. Make sure they get done first. Ideally, prioritize them Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so they're all done really early on in your week. And then you can spend the rest of the week doing those things that are more maintenance, more keeping your business just turning over. Okay, so the second strategy we're going to talk about today is systemizing and automating. Now, especially when you start out as an entrepreneur, but also as you continue to grow and expand, we can waste far too much time doing manual things and resisting or just not even considering what we can do around automation. Now, I did this too. I spent so much time trying to do everything myself. I'm somebody who sort of prides myself for a long time on being really self-sufficient, and that can get in my way just as it can get in other people's way. Now, some examples of ways you can automate and systemize things inside your business are to think about setting up an appointment scheduler. So getting an automated system, it'll only cost you about £5-10 a month, and it prevents you having to go back and forth with potential clients or people you're going to have appointments and meetings with, and looking at time difference and ending up on the phone at the wrong time and missing people. Look at social media posting. Now, this has been a lifesaver for me, and it takes away so much stress. And the third one that I highly recommend you look at, if you haven't already, is an email automating system. So where people maybe sign up on your website for a free opt-in, you can create a series of emails that automatically go out to them and automatically nurture and talk to your prospects without you having to think about it. You set it all up once and it just naturally flows. So there are three ways. There are plenty of more systems that can really, really help you. Now, as you go through this, you may notice a sensation that it feels lazy. It might bring up a sense that it's cheating because you're not the one doing it in the moment. And it may feel like it's too easy. So these emails might go out to potential prospects who've signed up for a freebie and you're not even aware necessarily at that point in time they've signed up, let alone the fact you've been sending them emails. And it can feel like you're cheating and that it's lazy and that you're not doing it right and it's too easy. And I would highly recommend you just relax into that and allow that to happen and give yourself permission to allow that to happen too. Because every smart business owner knows that in order to serve more people and help more people, that you need to use these tools to help you. So the third thing we're going to look at is batching your tasks. Now, the batching, the biggest thing you will probably look at batching is your content creation. Now, this for me is, oh my God, been an absolute lifesaver. It's actually been one of the trickiest things, I think, for me to wrap my head around and really implement and get into the groove of. And I've got a lot of work to do on this as I move into 2019. But it is phenomenal when you actually do this and get it up and running, because there's absolutely no way for me myself that I could have set up, continued to run my consultancy practice and been setting up and running my online business at exactly the same time if I had to constantly write every post, create every image, write all my emails, do all my Facebook Lives each and every week. I would just be on this constant content creation hamster wheel and never be able to do anything else. So one of the things I'm doing now is I'm creating a series of content. So instead of just every week it being haphazard, what am I going to talk about? What am I going to say this week? And it being disconnected and unrelated content, I now dedicate 4, 5, 6 weeks to a specific topic, take my audience on a specific journey and help them in a way that feels to me much more useful and much more valuable to them. And it really helps me to plan, to prioritize, and to prepare. So a lot of things are prepared and scheduled well in advance. That massively creates a lot of stress. It leaves a lot of stress for me. So look at how you can do that and identify how much time it's going to take. So it might take you 2 full days a month to dedicate your time to do that. So schedule that in, get it done, get it scheduled, and then the rest of the month you can focus on other things. Strategy number 4 is to delegate. And when I say delegate, I mean consistently delegate, and delegate some more. Now, you are the CEO of your business. CEO does not stand for Chief Everything Officer. So stop doing that right now, like literally stop. Because you could be the serious bottleneck inside of your business, preventing your business from growing, preventing you from bringing more money into your business, because you're absolutely limiting yourself based on how much time you have and how much energy you have. And if you're somebody like me who is pretty introverted, I only have so much energy. I wake up with so much energy and it just depletes throughout the day. And I have to consciously recharge and rebuild that. So I can't do everything. I know I can't do everything. So this is pivotal for me. Now, I know it can feel really, really scary when you start to delegate, and it might feel like you're losing control and that things are going to get done in a way that's different and you wouldn't have done them that way. But when you start to identify experts, people who are specialists, who do things in a way that is so much quicker and actually better, and allow yourself to accept it can be better than what you could do yourself, then you really start to build leverage inside your business, and you really start to see the benefit of how much your business can move forward when you allow others to help and support you. So the 5th strategy we're going to talk about is permission. So we've mentioned it a little bit as we've gone away through, but it's it is the pivotal and the most fundamental things you can bring to this when you're looking to earn more money without doing so much hard work, without it feeling so hard. It's actually to give yourself permission that it's okay. It's absolutely okay to make money and it not feel hard and it not feel stressful. And it's okay to earn a good money doing what you love without burning out, without running out of energy and ending up on a heap on the floor, which is what I did many a time when I first started my business. And it may be true that other people in your life are working really hard. It may be true that they're giving all their blood, their sweat, and their tears to their work, and you're not. You don't feel like you're giving so much, but it doesn't mean your work doesn't count. It doesn't mean what you're doing doesn't count. So even if your work is enjoyable and it feels easy, that's totally okay. You're allowed to feel that way. I give you permission to do that. And especially if you feel like you can't give permission to yourself, I absolutely hand over permission for you to feel like making money is not so hard, to feel like it's effortless, it's enjoyable, it's easy. Because that is going to be one of the fundamental mindset shifts you can make inside your business that is going to allow you to effectively put the other 4 strategies in place without you sabotaging them. So what I'd like to, the one thing I'd like you to take away from today, if you take nothing else, is that it's so important to work with your strengths. When you focus on what you're good at, what your genius is, and you hone in on that, and you delegate, you outsource, you systemize everything else, that isn't you being lazy. That isn't you being undisciplined. It's really smart. It means you're smart, intelligent, and savvy entrepreneur, and you're doing your business a true service when you do that. And it allows you to have great energy levels, and it allows you to get your sanity back, because I promise you, making money should not be so hard. But like I said right at the beginning, you need to implement these 5 strategies for you to be able to make money and it not feel hard. Money is just not going to appear out of the sky. It's not just going to appear out of thin air. It's not just going to magically be really easy for you to make money. You need to be able to put these 5 strategies in place inside your business. So let's recap what they were. So the first one is to prioritize revenue generating activities. Then we looked at systemizing and automating, batching like tasks with like, and most likely this is going to be your content creation. Delegating out, seriously, delegate out as much as you can. Things you hate, things that you're not good at, things that are outside your zone of genius. And finally, give yourself permission. Now, this give yourself permission needs to start right now, and then the rest of those things you can implement much more effortlessly over the next 4 or 5 months. Your business will feel so much easier, so much less stressful when you start to put these systems in place. And you will no longer feel like you're operating from a state of adrenaline, pushing through, trying to get everything done at the last minute, up to the wire, trying to squeeze everything in and putting it all on your shoulders and ending up on a heap on the floor because you have no energy left. Promise you start to implement these 5 strategies, and I would recommend you do them one at a time. Don't try to do everything all at once. Don't try and push really hard to get them all in place really quickly. Take your time to do one, I would say 1 each month over the next 5 months. I promise you that money will no longer feel as hard as it does today, and then over a long period of time you will recognize that money can actually be made in an effortless and an easy way for you inside your business. So if you are looking for further help with this and you're looking to rapidly implement these strategies inside your business and really make them stick, then that is where my program, the 90 Days to Money Clarity, is really going to come in and help you. And I will be there to personally support you, personally hold your hand and walk you through this process and get it implemented inside your business over a period of 90 days. So go ahead and check out this program, which is over at www.laura-cook.com/90 days. Now, I hope you really enjoyed today's conversation and will be joining me next week as we continue with this 5-part series, which is all about supporting entrepreneurs who have taken that leap into full-time entrepreneurship, and you're going to make 2019 the year being a full-time entrepreneur and making your income from your business is the success for you. And next week, what we're going to chat about is who's got your back. Because once you are full-time in your business, I promise you, it feels weighty because it's all up to you. So until then, have an amazing week, and I can't wait to see you until next time. Bye.